It's time for you to renew, rejuvenate, and re-energize. This is the Wellness Travel BC podcast, keeping you connected with what's trending in wellness travel from around the province. Here's your host, Cheryl McKinnon.
Welcome back to Wellness Travel BC. I'm your host, Cheryl McKinnon, and we are here live on location at the beautiful Harrison Hot Springs Resort and Spa. I'm joined today by the Director of Sales and Marketing, Eric Towne. We're going to have a really lively conversation because we're going to be discussing wellness not only in this beautiful, iconic resort that's been here for a very, very long time, but also more about this destination and where we sit and why this particular product of Harrison in the village simply oozes wellness for mind, body, and spirit. So, Eric, I want to welcome you to the show. We're thrilled to have you, and we're particularly thrilled to be sitting here in this beautiful resort with you. Welcome to the show.
Great. Thanks very much, Cheryl.
It's a busy time of year. We're heading into the holiday season. We've got Christmas around the corner, Hanukkah, all the great special things that we enjoy at this time of year. And all you can think of, I bet, is, boy, we got to turn over the house because it's a busy place.
It definitely is. The hotel, with the situation, grasps people from Vancouver through to Seattle and up into the Okanagan.
You think about where we are. We have talked about this with other guests that have been on the show and the easy access from markets like Washington State. How long does it take to get here?
It takes less than 3 hours from Seattle.
Magic, right? You're in the car and look at where we land. Vancouver, the Lower Mainland, even faster.
It's 90 minutes away.
So basically, when we're sitting here in Harrison, it's a beautiful hub that you can access from pretty much all points from over our left, our right, and straight out yonder.
Exactly.
That's marvelous.
So it's centrally located.
Who's your market these days? Are you seeing still a lot of folks that just say, I want to disconnect and I want to get here? Or are you seeing a more contemporary market that's saying, I've never tried this, but I've heard about it. My parents were here. Dare I say my grandparents were here? What's this resort like?
We still continue to see our grandparents coming in. Some of our great-grandparents are still coming in.
Really?
And we're starting to see the younger generation coming in as we change our menus and the whole theme. And the younger families are starting to come in now and making it a tradition again.
Marvelous. So, because I'm thinking of my family, I've now, my parents came here. I'm proud to say it. Of course, I've come for years. It's one of my favorite getaways. Mm-hmm. But my children now, who are, late 20s, early 30s, are saying, we loved going to Harrison with you when we were little, Mom. Can we go there now? Do you think they'd let us come? And I'm like, oh my gosh, go. And in fact, they were here, one of my family members about 2 months ago, and they actually had an absolute ball. They loved the spa, the wellness side. They were looking for rejuvenation. We live in a digital age now, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I know,
yeah.
I can see you wiping your brow to say yes, technology. You've got the elements here that speak to disconnecting and recharging. So let's share a little bit for people who have never been here, don't know it at all. Tell us a little bit what the resort offers for that.
The main feature of the resort would be the mineral pools. We have 3 that are outside. So there's an adult pool, there's a family pool, and there's a lap pool. And then we have 2 indoor pools. One is a supersized hot tub, really. 24 people can sit in it, as well as another swimming pool. And all of these pools are heated naturally. We actually have to cool them down, so they're all at different temperatures. They're all mineral pools, so it's coming fresh out of the earth and into our pools.
And I'm sorry, I just have to go to 90 minutes outside of Vancouver.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got fresh mineral pools. For healing what? What would people come for the most?
Really, it's just that relaxation, that body refreshing by sitting in the waters and really taking in the beauty of the surrounding areas, the natural trees that are popping up in amongst the pools and on the mountainside.
We are live on location here at Harrison Hot Springs Resort and Spa, and we are looking out over the grounds right now. And Eric, this truly, I mean, I would be hard-pressed to not have to show up for work every day when you work in this environment. The trees are spectacular. We've got gorgeous blue sky. It's very cold right now.
It's great.
White caps out on that lake. And let's talk a little bit about that, of where you sit. So you've got the mineral pools. You've got a gorgeous spa. Before we go to the lake, let's just talk about your spa, because you offer traditional therapies.
Correct.
And they might include...
So you do your facials, your couple massages, pedicures. Absolutely
all the
wonderful.
stuff to make you buffed and polished.
Exactly.
Well, I have to confess, I've had a few really lovely massages here.
Oh, great. Excellent.
Yeah.
We've actually just reopened a brand new couples room right in the spa itself. And
What does that entail? What's new about it?
They used to be 2 rooms. So we
Okay.
made one larger room so the couples can fit very comfortably right inside the spa, opposed to going over to a guest room.
Okay.
So that's new. And then
That's really nice
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
There's a lot of
exactly.
people that gravitate to having. I personally, I don't know. How are you? Yeah, you're shaking your head. Me too. And my husband and I have been blessed to have that experience all over the world. In fact, we still love coming here. It's one of our favorite places. But we're so over the couples massage. I don't want to listen to him falling asleep on the table snoring while I'm just zenning out.
Exactly.
Right? Am I right?
Totally understand.
That's not
the
wellness
way
to
it
me.
is. No, exactly.
Yeah. So that's very exciting. Well, it's a beautiful setting, and again, as I say, we're sitting right here overlooking this, and it's so beautiful. The pathway, you are in the forest, and you're embracing that. But then back to sorry, you can tell I'm a water baby. The lakefront, not the ocean front. It's absolutely spectacular out there all year round. Am I right?
Totally.
Yeah.
And I understand where you're coming from. Quite often I call it the ocean, just with the scenery and the size of the lake. It really is stunning and so relaxing just to look out or go out and play on the lake.
In the summertime, and what can people do out there out front?
So they can be kayaking, they can be sea-dooing. In the summer months, we have an absolutely stunning water park that's floating right out on the lake.
That's right.
You
I've
know.
seen that. And how fun is that for the families that are coming out? Because that's a form of wellness too, isn't it?
Oh,
Everybody
exactly.
to get away and refresh and recharge and just not think about anything but play. Isn't that a form of wellness?
Oh, definitely.
Play, right?
Definitely.
And play in such a magnificent landscape. So much is here. And really everything's here. As we've been talking with the other guests, we have Robert from Tours and Harrison. We've been speaking to your colleagues over at Sandpiper Resort. And now we're right in the village of Harrison. And here, as I have shared, at the really iconic Harrison Hot Springs Resort and Spa, there's so much here. Can you do it at any time of the year? Open 365 days?
We are open 365 days plus one next year. And it's really, truly a year-round resort. So in the summertime, it's 35 degrees out around. So you're in the lake. In the winter, we may have a little bit of snow, so you're sitting in our pools in amongst
beautiful.
the snow.
Beautiful.
And then fall and spring, it's just a great getaway.
Oh,
So we're year-round, very full, very busy.
Oh, I know that because we've often tried. As you know, I've phoned and said, really? You're sold out? But we're phoning to book a month out, which is just credit to you and your team. Truly, congratulations on still this property continues to evolve and grow and welcome new visitors year round, which is marvelous. It is truly an all-season wellness experience. So Eric, I have to thank you very, very much from the bottom of our hearts at Wellness Travel BC for joining us today on the show and for sharing some of the nuggets of this beautiful property. We are looking forward to the coming year where we'll share more each season. So if you heard Eric speak to the fact that this is a year-round getaway and you maybe think, gosh, I want to see what it looks like in the heart of winter, little bit of advice. advance reservations necessary?
Please.
Okay. By all means, visit wellnesstravelbc.com where you can find out more about Harrison and this beautiful destination and the resort. And I just want to say a very, very gracious thank you to you again for joining us, Eric. It's a real pleasure.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
Great.